Okay, I don't know how much time I have, so I'm just gonna talk. Don't read past the black book. There's a black book, you'll know it when you see it. And it's when you see it and past it, there's a place that isn't really a place. I shouldn't have gone there.
This is a long forgotten video in a Reddit post I found a couple of weeks ago, posted by a user called Maxim and Rei. It was posted in late 2018 in a rather quiet subreddit. People who knew Maxim have said in the same Reddit post that Maxim is suffering from amnesia, and as of posting this unsettling video, he has been through some treatment to help him. Since then, many have created a lot of creepypastas based on Maxim's video, but generally, the video is kind of long forgotten. That is, until now. I've recently received a Minecraft world save file in an email. I checked the file and the antivirus software warned me that it contained malware, so I never opened it. The guy sending the file was also mysterious. The username was balxuy. It was this, with no avatar. Knowing it contained malware, I decided not to open it. A week after that, the guy sent another email. This time just a link to that video. Keep in mind that the video is almost 6 years old and nobody knows exactly what the video even means. Some just say that, yes, okay, the guy had some mental problems, hence the recording doesn't really make sense. But some say that he found something or something happened to him. The common ground here is that all of them forgot about it without any clear answer. Well, that is if you think there is actually a mystery, because people claiming to know Max have already claimed that the video is nothing. Well, back to the email. After seeing the email, I had to dig a bit deeper. I was 90% certain that it was just to make me curious to open the malware, but I've got to admit, they have succeeded. I booted up my old laptop without any internet and then extracted the file. It was a Minecraft save. Well, it seemed like a Minecraft save at first, but if that's just it, why did my PC warn me not to open it? Anyways, I loaded up the save and, as expected, everything normal. I played on the server for a little bit, went into creative mode to go faster around the world to look for anything unusual, and nothing. Looked for a while and still nothing. I was about to call it a scam and move on when I found a desert village. Well, okay, so what? What's so interesting about a desert village? Well, not sure if you have noticed, but there are no villages in this world. I found none. This one was my first after 40 minutes of flying in creative mode. And if that's not bizarre enough, the found village had no villagers. No one was there, so I had to look for something there, and that does look like gibberish, but I'm not an idiot. First off, I haven't installed a single mod on my game. That scream wasn't built into Minecraft VFX, and it wasn't edited in. And there's a hidden chest in that house? That can't be nothing. So I realized it was probably a Vigenère cipher. But to decipher that type of coding, I need a key, a word key. And I didn't have that, so I had to wait for now to find something else. I looked at every house, every corner, every inch of that village, and I didn't find anything else. I also didn't hear any more screams. So all I had was that code. I tried first every single word that Max said in his video. As probably expected, none of them worked. Then I had an idea. I put the guy's username there, and again, nothing. What is the key? What are you not telling me? What am I missing? Wait, that username. I looked for it everywhere, and the closest thing I found was that it kinda looked like Balzuvuv or something. I cannot pronounce that. The reason why I first assumed that was that the number after the username, 3712. That's a famous biblical mystery. People usually associate these numbers with the Bible, so I wasn't far off. But what does that even mean for me? Well, as you will see, everything. You just need to know who Baal Zuvuv is. Well, that's a derivative name from a Philistine god, formerly worshipped in Ekron, and later adopted by some Abrahamic religions as a major demon. Beelzebub, or Baal Zuvuv, is known in demonology as one of the 7 deadly demons, or 7 princes of hell, representing gluttony and envy. There you have it. The key was envy. After trying that, it might still look gibberish, but trust me, it's not. It's a YouTube link. I opened it and it was an unlisted video in a channel with a gibberish name also. The video starts with someone called Rei King playing Minecraft. He has a small house and some stuff in his inventory. At first, nothing about this video seems unusual. He is working on his farm, planting. Wait, what was that? For a split second, it appears something is watching Rei. It appears Rei himself didn't see that, or at least he's pretending not to. He plays for a little bit, talking to chat about how happy he is to finally have some time on his hands to play Minecraft and share it on his channel. He also mentions this channel is only for his family and close friends because he thinks no one would be interested in my boring videos. He then does something strange. He goes to the house, picks up some dirt blocks, places them under his feet and goes up and up. Then what was that? Who is he talking to? Is it the viewers? Who is too sadistic to help then? I have no idea what that part of the video means, and I'm yet to find any meaning associated with it. The video ends shortly after that with Rei acting as if nothing happened. The next video starts exactly where Rei left off. He immediately starts working on his farm and goes into the house after a bit to find he doesn't really care. Like, if you haven't placed that, which I'd assume you haven't since it wasn't there the last time, you should at least acknowledge the fact that it's strange and then go on with your life. Anyway, he then goes back to working on the farm. He finally has the outline and he then types in chat, "I'm going to look for a village." Then starts going towards the desert. But have you noticed something in his world? The sun is exactly on top of his head. It's frozen and doesn't move. It's strange since it's a single player survival game, but it might just be a frozen time by Rei if he's using cheats. He's probably scared of the dark or zombies, and maybe he himself froze time. As he's walking towards the village, there's this split second in one frame that I think I can see the dark figure watching him again. It might have been just a lightning glitch. But anyway, he reaches the same village I found in the save. The difference is that this time, the village is actually filled with villagers. He goes on killing the golem, and immediately after that, After a bit of time, he finds the courage to break out. No villagers left. He's obviously scared, but he doesn't say anything. It's daytime again, and he runs back home and goes into his house, and the video ends. After that, I needed some time to process what I just watched and also look for some clues in the video. When I closed my browser, this was on my wallpaper. So the antivirus software wasn't wrong. There is something wrong with that file. I'm just glad I didn't install it on my main PC.
So this is the laptop, and as you can see, fucking hell, it has this wallpaper, and keep in mind this one has the Minecraft save, but this is my main PC, which I never installed the save file on it. And what the actual fuck? These two are not connected at all.
How? I never downloaded the app there. These two are not connected in any way. You can imagine how freaked out I was when I saw that. I restarted both computers and there was no wallpaper anymore. I ran the antivirus software a couple of times and nothing was in either of my PCs. Well, except for my laptop that still had that file. I was too curious at this point to leave it be. I was onto something and I had to find out what it was. I then went to the next video. It was called Their Cathedral. It opens with Rei mining in a cavern. He finds some diamonds and iron and other valuable stuff. What I found strange was that without him really noticing it, whatever he mines is replaced after a short while. I noticed this with some diamonds he mined. He went far away, returned, and I could see from the corner of his screen that the diamonds were still there. What I took from that was the world doesn't care about him at all, as if his entire existence didn't really change anything. Or actually, the world really loved him and tried to give him more stuff. At the time, that made more sense, because the diamonds, although replaced, were still in his inventory. Now, all this isn't really the strangest part. The strangest part came after this. I can't really see what's written in the book. It's blacked out except for the two parts that say, "Blessed are those who are seen." But then he puts it down and moves a step back, pauses the game and goes. I was about to skip this part of the video because nothing did happen when I noticed
We can help you relieve the pain. You are exhausted because you keep choosing. Give that burden to us. We have already decided who you are.
Rei types in chat, the scream, unlike the angel's soft voice, is that of a monster, a demon I'd say, but he never shows himself. Or maybe Rei does a really good job of running away from him every time. But this time, after coming out of hiding, he finds another altar. This one is in another part of the cathedral. The floor underneath it is different. It's black, corrupted I'd say.
Hear this before they find you. Blessed is the traveler who doubts the road that shines too brightly. For the brightest gate is not always the true one. The sweetest voice often rehearses the oldest lie. They hunger not for your obedience, but for your suffering. Little one, don't mistake comfort for mercy. They wrap chains in light so that willing hands may fasten them. Do not call warmth kindness, for every fire begins with warmth.
Both altars are gone, and there's no trace of the corruption or the light. It's just Rei there standing. Both of us are confused, and at least Rei is scared. I could feel the fear. He then types in chat, and the video ends. One interesting thing I noticed were the paintings on the wall. They were unsettling. See, all of them resembled some sort of pain. A soldier defeated in a battle, kneeling, begging for mercy. A mother mourning her dead infant. A starving man reaching for bread while a rich fat man mocks him. And an entire wall of just eyes. Eyes everywhere. Underneath the eyes is a sign. I can't quite read it since it's far away, but I'm 70% sure it says joy. I can't quite get the meaning of all this. But up until now, what I take from these videos is that we are dealing with three sides. We have Rei. There's a monster-demon following Rei and warns him not to trust the light, and the Angel of the Light. Angel offered Rei something in the Black Book, and interestingly enough, Rei hasn't yet rejected it. I mean, looking at that angel's face, it isn't a face you can really trust. But then again, the other side is a literal monster-demon, and we don't really know what the angel offered Rei that he couldn't reject. Then again, almost everything is blurry right now. We need to watch the rest of the videos. So ignoring that, I clicked on the next video, titled They Were Here. It starts from the cathedral again. Rei is trying to leave the cathedral. He is not saying anything, as if he just wants to survive rather than talking to anybody. this recording is directly connected to the last one. What I mean by that is that he never stopped recording. He just cut some parts of the video, uploaded it as a standalone video, and then as a sequel to the previous one. How is that relevant to the story, you ask? I have no idea. I just noticed it and wanted to share it with you. Anyway, he starts walking towards the exit when he notices a block. This block was not there when he first entered the cathedral. It's a different block than the rest of the floor blocks. That last one, it's just like what Maxim said. That's the Maxim cell. That confirms Rei is not Max, and he doesn't know who Max is. Since he walks past it like any other cell, that confirms a... Video ends. At the worst possible time. What was that? What happened? And more importantly, why was Rei's name in there? Was it there before? Or they already know what his answer will be? And more importantly, was he there before and he doesn't remember it? The other main thing that got me was that I had in the back of my mind that Rei is actually Maxime. And now nothing I already didn't know came up. Interestingly, this is what I noticed. Remember the post Maxim commented on? Well, you may also remember that I said there are people claiming to know him personally and saying he is going through some mental health issues. Now, look at the username of one of them, Chamuel. I dug a bit deeper and I realized every time someone on Reddit mentioned Maxime, Chamuel was there saying this mystery is not worth solving because the answer is clear. He has mental problems. Who is Chamuel? Well, the name is one of the archangels in the Bible, the archangel of peace and seeking. I've seen a number of biblical references throughout this entire video. First were the cathedral, the names and signs, and now there's this. As I said, I don't know much about them, but I'm sure I'm missing something here. A story maybe? A reference? It can't just be an angel who enjoys the pain and suffering of creations and men. It just can't be. And is there a connection between Rei and Chamuel? And if yes, then how? The deeper I dig, the more questions I get instead of answers. So I had to go on and watch the next video, which is just this.
You have been chosen to watch mankind. They call pain meaningless until it becomes theirs. They call loss sacred once nothing can be returned. Do not help him. Hope must remain possible. Do not interrupt. They must believe every choice was their own. Their suffering must remain pure.
These videos are getting more unsettling. I can't really put my finger on it, maybe knowing the fact that I'm the only one watching them. As in, most of my videos, they have been seen by a, although not a lot, number of people. Sometimes 10, 20, and sometimes even more. But with this one, I was getting some sort of lonely feeling, like something was about to happen to me and nobody else would know. And then I checked my wallpaper again. Still, funnily enough, the wallpaper on the laptop wouldn't change, just my main PC, which I might not emphasize enough how scared I was of that. But this time the wallpaper had this text: "There shall be no more choosing," with a .txt file on my desktop. I opened it. Well, if you're blaming me, I have to say that even if it's a virus, it's already too late for me. One more text file doesn't really hurt. Inside was a Latin verse. The translation would be, "Blessed are those who remain beneath the light, for they shall never know themselves again." Horrible, absolutely horrible. Anyways, I opened the next video. It starts with Rei in a completely white place. But wait, that doesn't seem to be Rei. Look at the skin, it clearly is different. The figure stands for a while, staring into the abyss. Some time passes. He writes, and we can see his name. Some time passes. Nothing and nothing at all. And then the video ends. This was almost 12 minutes of absolute silence with a white background. A single line of text in chat and nothing more. Well, except before I watched this specific video, it had 7 views and 1 comment. Someone named Cam commented on it and said, "Doing what?" Smiley face. I've watched a lot at this point. I've been witness to some really creepy happenings, and the more I dig, the more I realize I have no clue what is happening. Who is this character? Is it Maxim? Where is he, and what does he mean by that? Why are you doing this? Doing what? And who else has access to this specific video? Anyways, there's only one video left. It's a short one, but I have high hopes it'll answer a lot of our questions. It's untitled, without any description. It's almost 3 minutes long. It opens, once again, with complete silence. Rei, based on the skin, I can assume it's Rei, is in the dungeon again. I'd assume he never really left. He is standing still. 30 seconds pass. Then so he is the only one who escaped. What happened to him? If he escaped, then his duty now is to warn others not to trust the light? But can they trust him? The glitch happens once again. He is standing outside. The dungeon is gone. The cathedral is also gone. Rei walks back home. The video ends.